What's going on YouTube? It's B40 back at it again with another great video for you. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, only in the sense that we have a suggested video. Shout out to Adaya for suggesting this one. What a great topic. She wanted to know exactly how ball pythons feed. She had a lot of great questions. So we'll be doing a video exactly on how ball pythons feed. You'll be able to learn a lot of things that you may not have known about ball pythons feeding. So I'm going to break it down by the 5 steps that ball pythons take in order to completely eat its prey item from start to finish. So we're going to break down exactly how it goes, how it hunts, how it finds its prey, how it grabs onto it, how it bites it, how it eats it, how it's able to even eat prey items bigger than its size, and exactly how long it actually takes to digest that prey item. So be sure to stay tuned. We'll have all of that and plenty of great facts for you and things you didn't know. So stay tuned. Alright, before we start, I just want to go ahead and make this clear. I feed my ball pythons to make sure that the prey item that it eats and my snakes are both safe when the feeding goes on. So I don't intend to feed my snakes live so that I can watch them eat. I try to feed my snakes pre-killed when I can, and sometimes I've occasionally fed frozen thawed to my smaller snakes. So it's mostly just about the care of your animals and whatever works best for them. It's not really about what you're feeding it, as long as you're feeding it. Alright, so I feed my ball pythons I prefer pre-killed because pre-killed does not risk any damage to or any harm to my snakes, because the rodent is already killed before my snake even gets it. A live rodent can sometimes be defensive and can often bite or harm your snake if it's left in there and your snake is not eating right away, or if the rodent or prey item was to get the upper hand and may cause it to go off a feed. So that's personally why I do not feed live all the time unless I absolutely have to, and I'd rather go with the pre-killed route because frozen thawed I don't want to deal with the gushy and the wet rodent all the time. I'd rather just deal with a dry pre-killed rodent that is no longer a threat to my reptiles in any way. Alright, so how do ball pythons actually catch their prey? How do they find their prey? Where is it? Do they lie in wait? Do they go out and find it? How do they actually find what they're gonna eat? Alright, so ball pythons actually have heat pits. So they rely less on their eyesight and vision, but more so on their tongue and their heat pits. In the mouth of the snake is an organ that actually tells its brain where the scent of a rodent or prey item is coming from every time it flicks its tongue. Right? So then what? What happens after the ball python has detected a prey and is gone after it? Well, once the snake has its scent and is on the trail, the snake will go ahead and actually sneak and try to ambush the prey item in a stealth mode, so that the prey item does not know what hit him. Alright, so what happens when a ball python does find out what it wants to eat? The ball python actually will bite and grab on to its prey item with 6 rows of teeth, 4 at the top and 2 at the bottom. With these teeth, they actually curve backwards so that it is very unlikely for that prey item to get loose once that snake has a biting grip on it. Then the ball python starts to coil its body around the prey item. Then it wraps its body around the prey item as much as it can and starts to squeeze. Alright, so ball pythons kill by way of squeezing or constricting. So once that tight grip is around its prey item, it'll squeeze, and every time that animal or prey item is inhaling and exhaling, it squeezes tighter and tighter, stopping the blood flow and causing cardiac arrest for that prey item until it is completely dead. The snake will then start uncoiling and locate the head of the rat and start eating the rat whole, leaving nothing behind and eating it in one bite. Ball pythons actually can open their mouths 3 times larger than the widest part of its head in order to eat prey. And they can do this because their jaws move independently. Could you imagine that? Start to finish, a ball python feeding can take anywhere from 20 minutes to 2 hours, depending on how large the prey size actually is. Once the snake is finished walking the prey item into its throat by way of a process called pterygoid walk, it actually will go and digest that prey item for between 2 to 4 days. After feeding, your ball python may go into hiding for a few days to digest its food, and that's totally normal because your ball python at this time is more vulnerable because it has that extra weight carrying it around, and what it'll actually do if it's stressed out will actually regurgitate or throw up that prey item just so that it can shed some weight so that it's able to escape if it felt harmed.